What is going on, you guys? Joshuamainman, and I'm back here with another video update. Basically, Apple has made a report. Big feeds like BuzzFeed and them have made reports of the iPhone 6, not the S, the 6 as far as I know, just the 6 is breaking randomly. Now this includes a flickering of the screen, this includes just a dull gray screen. Basically, you're not able to operate the iPhone once you get this screen effect, and this is obviously affecting users because the iPhone 6 is relatively new and it's relatively inexpensive. So if you don't have the 6S, you probably have the 6 if you own an iPhone. And this only happening to the 6 right now is a big issue. Obviously, you can't use your phone, and that's an issue for users. Now, what Apple is doing to fix this is nothing. They've announced that, they're not going to do anything to fix this. Now, either one of two reasons are going to come of this. Either they believe they are not at fault for the phone being defective, or they believe that, they shouldn't have to fix the phone just because, it's messing up. They either assume that it's the fault of the customer, yeah, I can't speak, or they believe the phone should be breaking about this time. Now, for anybody to think a phone should break this early on, it's only like, 2 years old. Mine's not even a full year old because I got it last year when the 6S came out. It was cheaper, and I wanted an iPhone for a while, so I was like, yeah, I'll get the 6. It's just as good. Maybe does one, two things different. Either way, it's just as good. And I missed completely. But the fact that they're not going through, and obviously they don't want to fix every phone, they're going to lose money somewhere, but it's still, the customers' phones are breaking left and right. Something has to be done here, some sort of compensation. You can't just leave the customer at fault, leave them alone. It's not right. So I want to see Apple do something here. Right now they're basically saying, we're not going to do anything. Basically, it's like, they're accusing you of cheating on you with some other girl, and then you have proof, you have evidence that you were obedient to them the whole time, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm still gonna dump you. Yeah, so it's a big kick in the balls to Apple's customers from Apple, which I've never had an issue with Android. I've never had an issue with Apple, but the main reason I'm going to have an issue with Apple right now is, it's your product. It's supposed to not necessarily last a lifetime, but the initial use of a phone is to guarantee a lifetime. You can go back to Nokias that were made in like freaking, 1999 or something like that, and I guarantee you those still work. And, everybody uses the joke, oh, Nokia, be careful what you drop it on, it's going to break. Shouldn't all phones be like that, though? Shouldn't they be reliable? We're too focused on what our phone looks like rather than, the use of it, And yes, that's the reason I like iPhones, is because of their interface. They're simplistic, easy use, stuff like that. But when it comes down to the, construction and how durable it is, iPhone is one of the worst on the market. Now, its initial processors are fantastic. That's why I chose it. I'm like, I ain't gotta worry about the phone overheating really, because it stops you before it can overheat. I don't have to worry about, the battery running out and stuff. It's got great battery. You can charge it, everything like that. But, hearing about this and owning the phone that they're basically describing is not going to be fixable when it's the fault of the company. It scares the consumer. I haven't noticed a lot going on with my phone, but I do notice when I go on my YouTube channel and I'm scrolling through different news feeds and different video uploads, stuff like that, I'll notice that, when you go through a video that you've already seen, you get that gray screen on it and it says watched. I'll notice all the videos have that gray screen and they don't say watched, obviously. Haven't seen them yet. One of the, I can't get rid of this gun, but either I haven't, I haven't seen it yet and it's just showing that gray screen, but then I'll scroll up and then this gray screen goes away. Now, that being said, I haven't thought a lot of it. I'm just like, maybe it's just now starting to break down. I've got another year before I'm gonna get the 7S or whatever they call it by then, and I'll get that then. That's when my contract ends. That's when I can get the next phone, you know, and you know, make it work properly. I just about died there. That would have sucked. But you know, I've got time. I shouldn't have to be sitting here worrying, all right, so when am I gonna cash out on this phone and upgrade to my next one right now? I should have time to think about this. I don't want to be worrying, you know. It's the simple things that get me in life. And with that being said, I shouldn't have to stress over something that shouldn't be stressful. It's a cell phone. A cell phone. So, with that being said, we're getting close to the end of the match. You know, just
enforcer kill.
There's something we as a community can do about this. We can take a stand and say, look, we don't agree with this. We don't want this with our cell phones. Please respect us as customers, and we'll respect you as a corporation, you know? You know, that's how everything should work, you know? Respect towards one another and their abilities, and then respect towards one another and our abilities. We have the ability to buy their phones, buy their music, buy their app store, everything like that. You know, we have the ability to move like that. I love how it went 12 and 17, and then everybody else goes 20, 22, stuff like that. But anyways, let me know what you think of this and what other companies might think of this in terms of their policies and the way they're going to develop their products in the future. If y'all like the video, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Peace.